Hey, welcome back. Today we prepare the K24 and get it ready to go in the Nugget EG. We've got some parts from the wrecker, some parts from all around the world, China, Japan. It's a multicultural engine, this one. So let's get started and we'll get some of the bits put on. What we put on is a CRV water thermostat housing. This actually points down, whereas the original one, which is this one, pointed up. So this makes it work with the kind of generic swap hoses, which is good. The rear part is very easy to get from the wrecker. The front part I actually got a Gates one new because I couldn't find them. I searched around for a little while, but yeah, that should work out all right. So another thing to note on these is the front housing part that has the thermostat in the back of it is not the same. I don't know why they changed it, but the bolt diameter between these three is slightly different on this one. So you do need a back and a front housing if you're going to do that. I've seen people work it with the one that points up, but I think this will be easier. So yeah, you do have to slightly bend this metal hose at the back as well to get it in, but it's pretty easy. And I think Brian Gillespie on VTech Academy has a good video of how to do that, so check that out. So this is the idler pulley, which is kind of an EP3 based one to remove your air conditioner that used to be down here and power steering, which was here. It's basically a simple bracket, but it is adjustable, so it allows you to kind of get the right tension on the belt, which is great. And a thing I learned recently is I don't know if you can see the arrow, but you want the arrow inside this block, and that means that your tension of your pulley is correct. So you can keep adjusting this up and down until you get it in the middle. I have to do a few shots to get that right, but it seems pretty good. So there's another thing that I want to do before I get the engine in, and it's all a bit cramped, is I'm going to remove this air solenoid. I think it just warms up the injectors or something, and it's kind of a bit useless from what I understand. And what it allows you to do is once you remove it, so you have to take this hose that goes to the intake off, and then this just unscrews, and then once it unscrews you can remove it. I've done that obviously before, and then you're left with a perfect spot for the water temperature sensor for your gauge cluster. So you get an adapter like that suits the B or D series sensor, and basically unscrew that in, and then we can run our dash sensor in that, and we'll just get a block for this one. Also makes it look a lot cleaner as well, but apparently this is some emissions thing that it's hardly ever used anyway, and if you've got a working idle air control valve, it does basically the same thing. So another easy mod, and this one, it's almost like they wanted you to do conversions with it. They make a perfect spot for it. And I need to pull another wire out to go to this. That's what I'll do now. Slight problem because we don't have a engine hoist, so I'm rigging something up. Not convinced about this one, but we might try and support the other side of it somehow and see if we can make it work. So this is what I've ended up with. It's a bit MacGyver spec, but it should do the job. It's already got the weight of the engine on it now, so we should be okay to put it on the dolly. Which you got the dolly, haven't you? Whew. We're just putting the flywheel on now. These bolts are like funky ones that are K series specific. I think they're across the board. This is a K20 flywheel that I'm putting on from the base model as well. Went this option because clutches are cheaper. Got one coming from the US and it didn't cost me very much at all. These are got to be done up to 87 foot-pounds, so we'll set the torque wrench up and we'll go around and do all these up to 87. Alrighty, I've got a bolt jammed in here, just stop it spinning, so hopefully that's going to be alright. But these things have got to be pretty tight, I think. So, I think they're on. Whew. So we're just going to put on a new clutch. One I got from US, which is about a third of the price of here in Australia, so that was good. I'm just going to clean this up with some brake parts cleaner, the Flywheel, and then we can bolt the new clutch onto it, make sure it's nice and clean. I've already replaced the pilot bushing, so this is now ready to put the clutch on. So with the clutch, there's TM side, transmission side. Put that towards the transmission, which is out. And we've got the alignment tool that came with this clutch. Okay. Give this a clean too. And the pressure plate. You basically want all the surfaces as clean as you can. Get the right way around. Like that. So these bolts have to be 19 foot-pounds. Supposed to do them in a crisscross pattern. So I think that should be it. Alrighty, ready to put the gearbox on. Don't know if there's any tricks to this, but we'll give it a crack. So we've got that back on. Wasn't too painful. Definitely easier off the car. So now we're just going to... Thanks for watching. I hope that's helped some of you who are looking at doing this. Yeah, it's a bit boring, the video, but hopefully it's helpful. Yeah, if you did like the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. It helps us out. Cheers.